In last week's video, we buzzed around some volcanoes before a bonkers approach and landing at Packwood. In this episode, we enjoy some awesome pizza at Cruiser's Pizza in Packwood, Washington, and then have a pleasant flight back to Thun Field. While en route, Paul tried his hand at flying an old tail dragger. He didn't even come close to killing us. Nicely done, Paul. Seriously gusty wind made flying into Packwood pretty exciting. We were rewarded, however, with some of my favorite pizza on the planet at Cruiser's Pizza.
122.9, so I've had that tuned in there for a while and haven't heard anybody. So we're just going to go ahead and...
Taxi on the grass, son?
Nope.
Right on the runway and then turn around?
Yeah, it's not really, the grass is rough and it's not really great to taxi there. Just because it's kind of gnarly. Yep.
Definitely gnarly.
Yep. Packwood traffic, Silver Lusk, back taxiing runway 1. Packwood. What's the name of this airport? Okay, you got a hand on my Coke.
I do, I'm holding it.
It'll smooth out here in a sec.
Big thing in the sky up there.
Yeah. So the controls are
good.
Free.
I leg where you want it. Oh, you know what? That was the backside of the road. The stick was hitting my heel.
Trim's good. So it'll be nice in a minute here to turn around, not have the sun on our faces. Yeah, it's blowing right down the runway. Pretty stiff. Oh yeah, it's nice to get rid of the sun, huh? This is much better. So, this can be interesting, right? When you're taking off, this is one of the things you got to think about, is are there obstacles you got to clear? And you may notice we have some obstacles.
Got wires, mountains.
Yeah, trees and mountains, a couple things. Yep. Feel that wind? Beating the crap out of us? Alright, there's that, thank you.
You betcha.
Get the tail up, see the tail coming up?
Yep.
So we get that strong headwind, so the tail comes up pretty quick.
Yeah.
Because we already have wind coming over the control surfaces.
Like an elevator going straight up.
Yeah. It feels like it because our ground speed is slow.
Yeah.
So we'll get some altitude here before we do too much. Make sure our airspeed stays pretty good. Not too low in case we get a gust from behind or something like that. See the mountain?
Yep.
Packwood traffic, Silver Lusk, I'm turning left downwind for runway 1, and we'll make a left downwind departure to the west. Packwood. Feel the wind? Can you see it blowing us this way big time?
Yeah.
Yeehaw! Yep, those winds are bonkers, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
So our airspeed is 93, 96, 95. But our speed over the ground, it's 106 knots. So that's like 120 miles an hour. So it's 25 or 30 miles an hour faster than our airspeed. So that's the tailwind.
Yeah.
Okay, remember this airport?
Yes.
It's the one that we were trying to spot.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go over that?
When we went from St. Helens up to Rainier?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll fly, we should fly really close to it here. Okay, if my Coke has lost its fizz when we get back, you owe me a Coke.
What?
That shouldn't be a problem.
I believe I bought this one.
Okay, well.
I'll have to get you another. Is it literally a Coke?
What do you mean? Why would it not be a Coke?
I don't know. Oh, it's
What do you mean literally?
Coke, not a Mountain Dew.
Well, it's a Coke. That's why I call it a Coke.
Okay.
They don't sell Pepsi products there. They sell Coke products. That's why they have
in the South call everything a Coke.
Well, that's stupid.
I'll have a Coke. What kind?
Coke. That's so dumb.
So, do we figure where that strip is?
Big wood mill here. So, actually, I'm thinking it's further off to the left than where we were looking, maybe. Because I recall landing, when I landed there, further into the valley, not right up against the road. So I believe... See, what we were looking at was right over beyond all these trees right here.
Yeah, on the right-hand side.
Yes.
It's too short.
And see, you can see this airstrip is off to our left. And I was pretty sure I recalled it being more in the middle of the valley. I knew that wasn't it. I knew that wasn't the one where I'd landed, although that kind of does look like an airstrip. So, let's go out this way. And should be out in the middle here. Surrounded by trees and houses on both sides. Maybe that's it, right? That's it right there, yep, that's it.
To the right of the water?
Right here, yep, that big old green strip.
Yep. Oh yeah, there's numbers, I see them.
Yep. We'll go down and kind of get next to it a little bit, just for fun. Not too close, we're not, obviously we're still pretty high, so we won't get too close to it. But you'll get a nice look out your window.
There's Mudsock. Yeah. Several houses right on the strip, huh?
Yep.
Just got a hangar. Little airplane parked back there.
Cool, huh?
Yeah.
So that's it. So we didn't see that from the air, I don't think, before, did we? I don't think we spotted that. Thank you.
Hold my beer.
Yeah, hold my beer. I don't like the sound of that when we're flying, because that usually you say that when you're about to do something exciting. There's the lake I can see through there. Yeah, we'll see how it is over the surface of the lake. Even if it's windy, maybe it won't be too gusty. We'll see. Oh, some whitecaps down there, huh?
Yeah.
You know how to swim? I'm being serious.
Yeah, barely.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't being a smartass.
The guy could backfloat for a long time.
Alright, cool.
If he's conscious.
What's that?
If he's conscious.
Yep, alright.
It's a pretty fly.
What's that?
It's a pretty little trip here.
Yeah. Yeah, not bad, as long as we just don't have too many irritating bumps for the rest of it here. We'll try to get up above them. Just so we can... Yeah, you know, I like flying low if it's smooth, but I think it'd be more enjoyable, even if we had to climb higher than I want to, if we can get out of the bumps. It'd be more enjoyable to finish up that way.
It's still kind of fun.
Okay, good. Good. Yeah, I'm just hoping you're not too unhappy.
Oh no, not at all.
Okay.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. Yeah, no, as much as anything. Yeah, I don't like turbulence, but, you know, I'm worried about you being bothered.
No, I'm fine.
Yep, nope, all the parameters are good. Plane, I think, is doing just fine. So that's all good. So we'll go over this dam here. Whee! Thank you. Yep. So, you see the dam there when we flew past it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we're about 2,000 feet higher than Packwood. We started at 1,000, we're at 3,000. That stupid gnat is irritating me.
You're taking him on a trip somewhere.
Buzzing around. Right. How fast can gnats fly? Pretty fast.
Catching a free ride.
We're going 100 miles an hour. That relates somehow to the theory of relativity, right? Because he's going 0 relative to the airplane,
Yes.
but he's moving over the surface of the Earth at about 100 miles an hour. 115 miles an hour, actually.
His wings are still in place.
Yeah, not too bad here. See that?
No, Rainier.
Totally awesome, isn't it?
It is.
That is totally awesome. Totally,
Huge.
totally awesome. I love it.
It just sits there all day.
It does. Looks like a little fire over here, huh?
Yep.
In front of the wing, or behind the wing strut, I guess. Behind to you. Behind the wing strut could mean two different things. Could mean that you have to look to the rear of the wing strut, or it could be that it's hidden from your view by the wing strut. What's the closest you've ever been to one of these windmills?
I drove up to the base of one and I looked
okay.
at it.
Was it going?
Yeah, I don't remember if it made a lot of noise or not.
Okay, I thought they made some, but all right. So you've been really close to them. See that little dotted line? I think that's what that's for, is the windmills.
Oh, sure.
Well, actually, in fact, you can see a windmill right there, there. So that's what that outline is.
Yep.
And they're still under construction. They got some cranes over there.
Yep. It's too bumpy to get a photo.
Cool, huh?
Amazing.
Look down that way.
Yeah.
Pierce County Airport, Gun Field. Automated weather observation 230 Zulu. Wind variable at 4 knots. Visibility more than 10. Sky condition clear below 12,000. Temperature 13 Celsius. Dew point 3 Celsius. Altimeter 300.
So yeah, you shouldn't need to apply much pressure this way. We should maintain our altitude pretty good. So if you want to go left and right a little bit, you can do that.
Left or right. So which way does the stick take me?
It's intuitive.
Really?
Yep, try it. Yep, and don't worry about applying any fore aft pressure in general. For the small kinds of turns that you're doing here. And I can grab it if I need to, so don't worry about it. And actually, the air's pretty smooth now. Well,
you want me to go right?
Whatever, dude. You want to fly around some?
Nah.
You can do it. Yeah, if you want to pick a point and fly to it. Here's what let's do. See, directly in front of us is kind of a hill, like several miles away.
Yep.
But then there's a saddle to the right of it.
Yep.
Yeah, let's aim toward that saddle. And then just for kicks, maybe, if we get down a little bit lower, maybe we'll fly around that saddle, and then we'll just keep going north along that path right there. Pull back just a tiny little bit. And I think we got a little right crosswind, right? So if we want to get to that saddle, we're going to need to crab a little bit into that wind. Yep, good. Now go ahead and level the wings off.
How do I level them off?
So just turn to the left a little bit.
Okay.
Yep. There. So now we're kind of going that way, but we're pointed more this way because we have a little bit of wind coming from that direction, right? Yeah, so just get us toward that saddle, and it doesn't matter if you're precise or not. We got lots of gas, so it's not like we have to fly a perfectly straight line. And then just for fun, once we get to that, let's just kind of fly around it, and then we'll continue up toward the airport. I'm giving you a little task to
I
accomplish.
see that, yeah.
And now the steeper you turn, so now are you trying to bank a little to the right? If so,
A little bit, yeah.
that's fine, okay. Because you don't always, doesn't always keep the wings level, because it's easy to fly with the wings a little bit crooked. but it's a little bit less efficient. So, you know, you look out at the wingtips and you can see the horizon, and that'll help you keep the wings level. So the lift that the wing generates is perpendicular to the wing. So with the wings level, 100% of the lift goes straight up. So 100% of the lift that the wing is making is keeping us up in the air. If you were to bank 90 degrees, don't do it, 100% of the lift would be horizontal, right?
Yep.
Because the wing is perpendicular to the surface of the Earth. Obviously that's not good, because then there's 0% lift pointing in this direction. If you're at a 45, you could split that lift into two vectors. Half of the vector is going to be upward, and the other half, if you want to split it this way, and it's a useful way to split it for the sake of understanding how the plane's flying, half of that, so if you're at 45, half the lift will be holding the plane up in the air, the other half will be acting horizontally, making you turn. So the more you want to turn, the more you bank the wing. The less you want to turn, the more horizontal to the surface of the Earth you want it. So the steeper you bank, the greater proportion of the lift gets diverted to a horizontal vector, making you turn. Because of that, the lower you have less and less of the vector that's acting vertically, holding you in the air. So you're going to just start to lose altitude. To counteract that, you pull back on the stick, which increases the lift the wing is generating, which is another topic. But pulling back will increase the lift of the wing and make up for some of the lift you've diverted horizontally to make the plane turn, thus adding to the vertical vector and helping you maintain your altitude. That make sense?
I think so.
But you're busy thinking about other things too, so now we're totally leaning to the left.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to level it out, but
move the stick that way.
But then I'm going to turn.
Well, not if you only move the wing back to level.
Gotcha.
You know, just don't move it past level. There you go. Now the wings are pretty level. And we're good. This is exactly where I told you to shoot for. Anyway, so the point is, and I know you're busy thinking about other things, so it's not the best time to teach you some complex physics. But the point is, the steeper you bank, the more back pressure you need to add to make up for lift that you diverted from this direction and siphoned off to make the plane turn.
Yep.
So you need to make up for it by pulling back, which adds lift to the airfoil. For a gentle turn, you don't need to do that much at all. For the sharper you turn, the more you need to do that.
I'm holding the altitude pretty well, it looks like.
Yeah. We're definitely banking to the right. So not only do you want to bank or just level the wings, but let's go ahead and bank a little bit to the left. Let's fly around this mountain here. Now you're losing a little altitude, but I think almost that maybe you were applying a tiny bit of forward pressure. You're going to go back in the opposite direction, I think, because we're climbing a little bit now. There's a lot of things you got to juggle. To you know, when you do one thing, you got to adjust another one. You know, maybe add the back pressure, maybe adjust the throttle. You know, when you bank. And if you want, let's just keep going around this hill here. We got plenty of elevation above that, so don't worry about it. Don't let that scare you. Just keep going around this thing. Keep this one at the center of the turn. So just keep the turn coming. You're pulling back a little bit. See the nose climbing up a little bit on the horizon?
No, I'm really.
And you don't want that. Yep, good. Good. You let go of that just a little bit, which is great, because we were climbing and we didn't want to climb. Yep. So for that gradual turn, you don't really need to apply back pressure, because it was so gradual. Good. There you go. You can see the hill right off the wingtip there.
Yeah.
So you're doing a nice turn around it. That's an exercise that you do when you're learning to fly called turn around a point, which is just a basic maneuver that you need to practice, and that can be challenging, especially if there's a wind, right? The idea is to keep a constant radius around a point.
Yep.
But with the wind blowing you in one direction, different things are happening on all four corners of that turn that you have to adjust for. Some places you got to steepen the bank, sometimes you have to reduce it to maintain that radius around the point. You know, that's kind of fun. I didn't even know that. We're flying around that point right there. So go ahead and keep it coming. Keep turning.
Oh, keep turning?
Yep, because we want to come back around and head up that direction.
Yeah, okay.
So we're just halfway around so far. Okay, now you're You're pitching the nose up quite a lot.
Oh, quite a bit. Yeah, you're right.
And I could tell immediately because the RPM reduced because you were putting more of a load on the propeller. Now we're going down.
Yep.
So like I said,
I'm watching the altimeter at the same
okay,
time.
okay, good. Yep, because so like I said, it's a lot to juggle. A lot of things that you have to keep in balance. And then if you want to intercept that line, you can do that, or or fly roughly parallel to it, and because that goes right to the airport. But if we wanted to go off to one side or another, we could do that. Cool. What do you think?
Yeah, fun. A little scary.
Now you don't need the wings banked. We're going in the direction we want to go. Go ahead and level the wings. Look out the windows and look at the horizon.
Okay, so I'm still banked there about level.
Because you were tending to bank a lot to the right. So we're pointed towards the line we want to fly on, which it really doesn't, it's not critical anyway, because we're just messing around. But you didn't need to keep the wings pointed that way to get to that line.
Gotcha.
Since we're flying at this angle already, you can level the wings and we'll just keep going in that direction. But we're there already. See, we're banking to the right. So you just have a tendency to do that. And actually, when I was learning, I tended to do the same thing. And my instructor kept saying, look out at the wings, look at the horizon off the wingtips. And I'm in a habit of it now. Every so often I'll look out there and just make sure my wings are level. All right, should we do me to do something kind of fun?
What's that?
Here. It's not scary, not a big deal. We're going to go down and just fly along this river. It seems like it's calmer here.
All right.
So I got the plane.
Your plane?
Yep. So, when we get close to houses like this, then you really need to climb up a little bit to keep that 500 foot. So that's Ording. This is the town of Ording. Yeah, so I wouldn't stay low here because then you're kind of flying through the middle of a city. Let's turn the weather back on.
At 4 knots.
Forgot about that.
More than 10.
The airport's up over this hill.
Clear. Below 12,000.
There.
Oh, you're close.
13 Celsius.
Yep.
Dew point 3 Celsius.
Right over the hill.
Altimeter 3000. 6 inches of mercury. Pierce County Airport, Sun Field. Automated weather observations 2332 Zulu. Wind variable at 4 knots.
Okay, it's a variable at 4 knots, so it's basically almost nothing, and there's no particular direction. So I just flipped it over to 122.7. That's a CTAF, Common Traffic Advisory Frequency. We'll listen to see if anyone's out there flying, and hear what runway they're using. So he's up high. He's up high, really high. We'll go ahead and climb up to, we're 810, maybe we'll get up to 2,000, or maybe only 1,500. Golf course. It's fancy. Somebody golfing.
Pierce County 945, 4 miles north of the runway. Moving north of 45, 35.
He was pretty hard to hear.
Pierce County, Cessna 3199 Tower, 3,300 over the fairgrounds, inbound, looking for aircraft at 99 Charlie.
Pierce County winds are variable. Is there a preferred runway in use right now?
34.
Thank you. Okay.
Pierce County 90 Hotel, turning left crosswind 34. Pierce County.
Pierce County traffic, Silver Luscombe, just came over the Hoarding Valley, and we're going to cross over midfield and do a teardrop for a 45 for a left downwind for 35, Pierce County. Yep, I saw that.
99 Charlie, just passing over the fairgrounds, inbound.
No, he just took off, and he's
99 Charlie,
maybe
into downwind, looking for aircraft.
Seems like
on teardrop.
he's same altitude as you.
Yep, but he's going that way.
He is?
He turned
Pierce
left.
County 90 Hotel, turning left downwind 34. Pierce County.
I think he's aimed for us. He's banking right now.
Yeah, he's going to join the left downwind there.
Okay.
Pierce County traffic, Silver Luscombe is over midfield, 2,000, and I'm going to maneuver for 45 for a left downwind for 35, Pierce County. So the airport's right under us now. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's on the left downwind.
Yeah. 240, tank, hand up 6 mile final, 24, Copley.
So I'm climbing up right now, up to...
Okay.
45.
And you were talking on the radio, so I couldn't tell if you saw him or not.
Yep, so I'm above pattern altitude now. I'm above him. And I'm going to fly out to the west a couple miles.
99 Charlie, turning over 512, inbound for Pierce, entering in on 45. Looking for aircraft.
Pierce County traffic, Silver Luscombe is over midfield at 2,000, and I'll fly west for a few miles here, then maneuver for a 45 for a left downwind for 35, Pierce County. A few people were saying 3-4. There's no 3-4 here, it's 3-5.
Right.
Anyway, doesn't matter, I knew what they meant, so I didn't debate it with them. Yep, so now it's getting exciting.
Yeah, it is
So we got a guy in a 45 here.
Pierce County 90 Hotel, turning left base 34. Pierce County.
See, that guy keeps saying 3-4. But anyway, whatever.
Oh, he's right under us.
Okay, good. Cool.
Wow.
Because at that point, he's about to enter the pattern. He should be at pattern altitude,
Yeah.
which is 1,500, and I'm at 2,100.
Yep.
So there should not be any...
Pierce traffic, this is 99 Charlie, 1 mile northwest, inbound on a 45 for left downwind.
Pierce County traffic, Silver Luscombe, going to maneuver for a 45 here, and I'll follow that last guy in, Pierce County. And he's probably going into SeaTac.
Pierce County 90 Hotel, turning final 35. Pierce
Hey,
County.
he got it right, 3-5. All right, so we're at a good altitude.
99 Charlie has entered on 45 for downwind for left for 35. 99
Yes.
Charlie, Pierce number 3 from what it looks like, 99 Charlie.
See this ring here, this dotted blue ring?
Yeah.
That's Class D airspace from McCord Air Force Base right there.
Okay.
So I can't fly into that unless I talk to the tower first and get permission. So I need to turn. At this point, this is as
Pierce
far
County
as I can go,
945, turning base 35. Pierce County.
which is a good distance for me to be. Anyway, it's far enough away.
And you're going to make it?
Oh yeah.
Looks like it.
Oh yeah. No problem.
See that guy? He's way up there.
And now, at this point, we're going to be on a 45
99
here.
Charlie, downwind, breast 35, number 3, 99 Charlie.
So at this point, we're going to start descending
Radio check.
to pattern altitude. And we want to be at pattern altitude when we come in here. That was loud and clear.
Thank you.
Pierce County traffic, Silver Luscombe's on a 45 for a left downwind for 35, Pierce County.
Pierce County 90 Hotel is upwind. Pierce County.
Your traffic 180 is taxiing for transit to runway 35, Pierce.
Okay.
Pierce County 945 on final.
You've got one off the...
Pierce County 99 Charlie, turning base for landing 35. Pierce.
You see the guy that took off?
Yeah, I heard him on the radio,
Okay.
so I knew where he was based on
Ease
his
off your nose.
radio transmission. Yeah, he said upwind, so he's barely moving, huh?
Yep.
But yeah, we want to actually be a little lower here. Not critical that we're a tiny bit too high, because we're pretty close.
But he just landed.
Yep. Pierce County traffic, Silver Lost, couple left downwind for 35, Pierce County.
All 35, 99 Charlie, turning final.
Oh, I think I stepped on that, or he stepped on me.
Pierce County 90 Hotel is turning left crosswind, 35 Pierce County.
So that's the guy that just took off. He's coming around the pattern here. So yeah, now we're in the pattern.
Yeah, 210 tank.
So now it's a piece of cake, because we're in the pattern and everything's a little more orderly at that point. Is there a guy? Oh, this guy's turning final, but I think he, yeah, okay, there he is. Cool. See him? He just turned final right there.
Oh, there he is, yep.
Pierce County 90 Hotel is turning left downwind, 35 Pierce County.
Pierce County traffic, Silver Lost, go left base, 35 Pierce County.
Pierce traffic 99 Charlie, short final 35.
Busy place.
It is at the moment.
99 Charlie, be a full stop.
Pierce County traffic, Silver Lost, go final, 35 Pierce County.
Pierce County traffic, Cessna 221 Tango Juliet, Skyhawk over the fairgrounds, 1,500 inbound, full stop, Pierce County.
I think this will be significantly less exciting than that landing at Packwood.
Pierce County at 99 Charlie, cleared center field, 99 Charlie.
Not great, not
Pierce
terrible.
County 90 Hotel is turning left base, 35 Pierce County.
Traffic 6110 is taking off runway 35 behind the Luscombe. We have base traffic in sight.
That wasn't too bad, huh?
No. Enjoyed it.
I like it. Much less exciting than that one at Packwood. That was too exciting. We're going to swing over.
Pierce County traffic, Cessna 221 Tango Juliet's going to enter in on an extended downwind for 35, Pierce County.
Hotel is turning final, 35
Yeah,
Pierce
this
County.
guy just said he's in the roll. Pierce County traffic, Silver Lost comes clear of 35, Pierce County. All right, we'll cruise over here. I like to fill up when I land, so tanks are full, and that way it actually can reduce the chances of, make sure no planes are taxiing along here, and reduce the possibility of condensation building up in the tanks. And then planes ready to go next time too. So that's usually what I like to do. If it's not pouring rain or something, well, if it's pouring rain, then I'm probably not flying. I'm probably home or something, or in the hotel. But, you know, if I'm lazy or something. Yeah, this guy landed in front of me. That's a sweet plane. It looks like they got the pumps fixed. I wonder why he pulled over here instead of over to the pumps. Yeah, that's a nice plane. Bigger and more capable than this one.